Shabbat Shalom, Kudoshim, and Torah observant Israelites, and fellow 144, and other folks. I am looking I am now live. I'm looking for any of you to join in the chat here and tell me your prayer requests. And if you tell me your prayer requests, I will pray for you live here on YouTube right now. But yeah, I'm just looking for someone to join and tell me what their prayer requests are. Otherwise, I'll just start praying for whoever's on my mind, or whoever comes to my mind. I'll pray for. But yeah, just let me know your prayer requests, and I'll pray for them right now, folks. We gotta figure out how to even like get to the chat. I'm not seeing any chat here. Does anyone know how to get to the chat? Trying to figure out how to see the chat. It won't show me it. It's saying zero. It's saying there's 0 folks here, 0 likes. Well, you're gonna stop me, folks. If you know me well enough, you know that crap doesn't discourage me. Maybe just. Oh no, someone said something. Okay. So I guess that's why I didn't show up, because no one said anything. Shabbat Shalom, it's Toka Girly. You have any prayer requests? Shabbat Shalom, Xila 17E. You got any prayer requests? Shabbat Shalom, Cheyenne Banks R2E. Oh, thank you. It's Toka Girly. I appreciate the like. Yeah, I got these on right now because it's noisy in this. It's noisy in this house. Just in case you wonder why I got these I mean, there's family around, family down there, kids making all this noise. Shabbat Shalom, Miles Velasquez I8C. Hi. And by the way, folks, if you didn't know, Shabbat Shalom means Sabbath greetings and peace. And I'm just assuming like not all of you know what that even means. I mean, given like how you're saying hi and hello rather than Shabbat Shalom. Oh yeah, it means Sabbath greetings and peace. Because today is a Sabbath. But yeah, I appreciate the likes. You see, I got 3 likes here. I appreciate those, folks. And I'm glad you're here. But anyway, I'm just gonna pray now for someone. I'm not getting any prayer requests, so I'm just gonna pray for whoever's on my mind. Abba, Elohim, Creator. Again, I ask that there would please be Shalom in Yerushalayim or Yerushalayim. And I pray for all those folks that, I mean, those even though, there were supposedly Torah observant believers that, the Torah observant Israelites or Torah observant believers in Yeshua or Yehoshua HaMashiach were supposed believers that had cancer. That I heard they had cancer. Lord Almighty, I said, you would please have mercy and compassion upon them. Lord Elohim Almighty, I said, you would please heal them of their cancer, as you please heal them and restore their health to excellent health, or at least decent health, Lord Elohim Almighty. Or at least, if not that, if you won't do that, I ask that you would at least give them the wisdom that they need, so that they would learn, and that they would learn how to cure the cancer and how to heal themselves with natural herbs such as mandrakes, Lord Elohim Almighty. And I say that you would please give them the wisdom that they need, and they would learn to use natural herbs for medicine rather than pharmakia. And that they would please be healed as they learn this stuff, as the earth would please do their job, do what they're designed to do, and they would please be healed from their disease and all their health issues. Lord Elohim Almighty, as they would be healed of all their health issues, but as they would please just their wisdom, and you would please give them the wisdom that they need, and that's that they would please accept your wisdom and accept you. Is after all, you are wisdom, Yehovah Elohim. You and wisdom are echad, or one and the same. So, after all, it is written, the fear of Yehovah is the beginning of wisdom. So I ask they will please accept you, and if they truly accept you, they will accept wisdom, Lord Elohim Almighty. But I ask that they would just please learn, that you would please help them learn what they need to learn, and then they apply what they learned, hence using wisdom. And I also ask that I would please find true believers to true believers in you to fellowship with in person, Lord Elohim Almighty, to observe the your feasts, such as the one that is coming up real soon, like just in less than a week. Pesach, or the Passover. This holy days, and the feast of unleavened bread is coming up in less than a week now. I have to I would, if it's your will, and if I'm ready, and if it's what's best for me, I would please have true believers who fellowship with in person for by that time, Lord Elohim Almighty. Please, Lord Elohim Almighty. Please. But then again, Abba, Elohim, Creator, I trust in your timing, and I trust in your timing, and I trust that you know what is best for me, and that you know what is best for me, that you know if I am truly ready or not to fellowship with true believers who are truly of you, and that are like me, Lord Elohim Almighty. And that if I am alone, or if I do have to be, just alone or do another feast solo. I said, I trust that it is your will for my life, and that is what is best for me, Lord Elohim Almighty, and that is meant to be. So hence I trust you, Yehovah Elohim, and again I know that you are with me wherever I go, especially since all the signs and wonders you have performed, all the signs and wonders you have performed for me lately, all the miracles that have happened, all the things that were too strange to just be coincidence, that I knew had to be you. I knew it had to be you, Lord Elohim Almighty. So I thank you for that. I thank you for that. Thank you for you helping me know that you are with me, and know that you do exist, and that you are real, that you really are with me, Lord Elohim Almighty. And again, I pray for my parents, Lord Elohim Almighty, and my family, and even all of that are downstairs right now, my nephews, and I ask that you would please have mercy on all of their souls, Lord Elohim Almighty, and that they would all please repent, and I say you please break them of their sinful will, their will to sin and live for this world, and their love for this world, and I said they would please do what it takes to make it to the kingdom and the millennial reign as well, or at least the kingdom, Lord Elohim Almighty. I also ask that they would all please be able to believe in you, and I also ask that they would all please be able to believe that you exist, and that you are real, and that you love them, Lord Elohim Almighty. And also ask that you will please circumcise their hearts, and also ask that you will please fill them with your Ruach HaKodesh, and also ask that you will please give them the fruits of the Ruach that they need, or should need, anyway, Lord Elohim Almighty. And I also ask that they would all please be able to find shalom in you. Yeah. And that's it. Me and all those that I love and care about, and all the true believers, and all your true children, your true believers, Lord Elohim Almighty, not the false prophets, not the liars, not the fakes, but the true believers, the ones who worship you in spirit and in truth, as the Kitveh says. Lord Elohim Almighty, I said they would all, we would all please, we would all please be able to stand now, of course, but also when and after this shit hits the fan and everything goes to hell in this country and this country becomes a war zone and there's food shortage and famine and chaos and whatever else. Lord Elohim Almighty, I said we would all please be able to stand when that happens, when the shit hits the fan and everything goes to hell in this country. And I also ask that you will please provide us all a way of escape if there's what you have for us, which I believe it is eventually, at one point, Lord Elohim Almighty. But I ask that we would please all be able to stand and that you would please provide us all of our needs, at least those needs that we cannot provide ourselves, and that we would please be able to bear it and endure all that happens. And that's it. You would actually bring good out of what happens, good out of the evil that happens in this country. Lord Elohim Almighty, I ask that you would please bring good out of it, and life would actually be better for us who are true believers in you. And please, Lord Elohim Almighty, please. And if you won't do that, Lord Elohim Almighty, if you won't do those things for us, if we won't be able to, it will be too much for us to bear. Then I said, you would please at least strike us dead before things get too bad. Please, Lord Elohim Almighty, please. And I thank you for your grace. And I thank you for your mercy. And I thank you for your Olav. And I thank you for your sacrifice, Lord Elohim Almighty. And I thank you that my health is as good as it is. And I thank you that the weather here is decent today. And I thank you that I got some sleep, some rest today. B'Shem Yeshua, Yehoshua HaMashiach, I pray. Amen. Well, again, I appreciate the likes, folks, and Shabbat Shalom. Let me figure out how to end this. Stupid thing, it won't let me end it. The X.